Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raging Cajuns offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Jensen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Marshall's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robertson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Looking to throw, it's Winfield. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cajuns. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the big fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Skips away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
He wants to throw it again. Working that left side. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Turner. Finds his big tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Back open in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Dennis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Louisiana. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The toss to the outside. Running into the open space. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
And a great job by the defense seeing it. They knew the ISO was coming right downhill. They went and met it. You got to go meet that guy in the backfield, meet those pullers in the backfield, make that thing go out wide where it's not supposed to go. Then the defense swarms to the football, gets the tackle for a loss.
With the catch, it's Harmon. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Turner. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
Dumps it to the back. He's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Fire! fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Turner. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 40. They get through, and it's blocked. That's a live ball. Defense has it.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Robertson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make... There he goes. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Quarterback adapting. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man, it's Turner. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on second and short. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Turner. This time on target. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They just keep firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out. But this has been a nip and tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 11 over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Winfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jensen. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, down to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Raging Cajuns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play, but what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these 2 coaching staffs.
Back to throw, it's Turner. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll try to take it back.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back.
Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! They take the lead with the 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and short kick. And the returner will be knocked down. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the handoff. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Winfield. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Kick is in the air. Looks it in at the 40. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yard. Really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to throw. It's Winfield. Under fire. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The throw. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with it.
Looking for more room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cajuns.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Turner. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Marshall will be forced to punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. He caught him, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Marshall, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dennis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. Stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Gonna run it. It's Humphrey. Shakes off the defender. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
To the air, it's Winfield. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. They'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And the Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Looking downfield, it's Turner. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Throws to the back. Finds his man. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got the back over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Wants to throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's White. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Turner. That's caught, it's Clayton. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 2 to Penn State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking to pass. It's Winfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal range.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. To the air on first down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Gets the back moving. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Let's go. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for room. It's Humphrey. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. To throw, it's Winfield. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grab, go to the middle. It's Stevens. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Marshall quick to the line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on third and short. Dropping back, it's Turner. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they're on top here in overtime.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And the extra point is good. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. They'll go to the ground. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Got some room into the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. They'll run it on 1st and goal. A game winner! What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.